And we're here at the law offices of Skokoski and AATT, and if you're looking into the brand new year and looking into fixing your paperwork, planning your will, or even looking at your estate, you need to think about that paperwork and possibly think about coming here to this law office. We're going to introduce you to attorney Frank Skokoski and attorney Charlie AATT. And we're inside now at the law offices of Skokoski and AATT. We're with attorney Frank Skokoski, and he's no stranger to the area. As you know, you did take a run for office, and you're well known in the area for your law practices here.
I would hope so, and I'm actually getting used to a little bit to doing these TV shows. As we were talking before this, not my favorite thing to do, but we're here to try to tell you a little bit about the office we have, my partner and my nephew, Charles AATT, and I. And welcome to our office.
Okay, so people looking in 2012 to either look at their estate or change their estate, this is your expertise. You deal with estate administrations, estate planning. Tell everyone at home how that works and how you can assist them.
Okay, well, last time I think when we talked a little about the wills and the powers of attorney, healthcare power of attorney, financial, which is important for everybody. But unfortunately in life, we all lose loved ones, and it's a hard time. And I believe in our office, both myself and my nephew, we're very compassionate about that. As you said, this is our community. These people are our friends. And when you do lose a loved one, there's things that would have to happen if there are accounts in their name. If there are even joint accounts, you still have to pay an inheritance tax if that's an individual other than a spouse. There's a lot of reasons why you would need an attorney when you would lose a loved one. And again, it's more important to take care of the family and the personal things, but then if there are legal questions that need to be asked, we could do that. To probate a will, you have paperwork that must be done, and once you do probate the will, you do have to follow through with all the requirements that are necessary, the inheritance tax return, the final returns, the advertisements that are required, filing the inventory. And we like to work with our clients on a personal basis because it is a hard time for everybody in those areas. And the longer you're around, unfortunately, you know, as I'm getting older, practicing 28 years now, I'm getting into that area more and more. And Charlie has worked on. We had some very nice estates last year, large estates, where there's a lot of responsibility, where you have to put a lot of legal expertise into that. And Charlie really was very good in assisting me in those areas. So again, I think we have a good combination here to serve our clients.
It could be very confusing if you are not the attorney and you're actually the client. So when you're looking to an attorney, you want to look for someone who you can have trust in, who has integrity, and it's nice to know that you are from the area, born and raised here right in West Hazleton.
As we had said before, yes, I'm 5 blocks from here. I've lived here all my life. I walked these streets all my life. I know the people in West Hazleton and in the Hazleton area. I guess they're getting to know us even more. My nephew Charlie is now joining a lot of the community organizations and getting around, and everybody's getting to know him and like him. He's doing a really good job. He has picked up on a lot of areas that I really, to be honest, haven't done for a couple of years. I used to do a lot of divorces and a lot of criminal in my younger days, and my nephew is now getting into those areas, and he's actually doing very well with it. But we're a full-service law firm. We do a little bit of everything. I'm doing more on the estate work and the estate planning. We're both working on the accidents, and he's doing the Social Security, which I've done for many, many years, and I still take a case on occasionally just to keep sharp. But he's doing most of the Social Security work. I think he won 2 of them again last week. He's doing very well with them, and he'll tell you more about that. But yeah, we are a full-service law firm. We're right here in West Hazleton, where we intend to stay, and we are noted for giving our clients that personal service that I think is important, in addition to representing them aggressively when that needs to be and giving them competent legal advice and representation.
And you also have an educated staff here. When you call, you talk with your secretary, who is very helpful with scheduling and booking a time when they could come in and meet with you on an initial basis?
Yes, exactly. Denise, everybody that knows Denise, our secretary here, does enjoy her. She is very good with our clients, and she is a very good and very professional person and a very good asset to our office.
All right, well, let's meet attorney AATT. He's been here for 2 years, and again, as you said, it's a full-service law firm, and we're going to tell you how attorney AATT can assist you in your legal needs. And now we're with attorney AATT, and we've introduced you to him before. Now, Charlie, you've been in the community for the last 2 years, getting to know everyone here, and you have a really nice community base now.
Yeah, Janine, that's correct. And like my partner and uncle said, Frank, I was born just down the street also in West Hazelton. I went to Transfiguration School, Bishop Hayfie, and King's College, and Penn State for Law School. And again, I'm just back in the area now trying to get more involved in the community. I've been doing different volunteer groups and just trying to get my name out there and participate more in the community, just so people know who I am and feel that they can trust me with any legal needs they might have.
And we've been talking about that, the trust factor, and that's one thing about this area and why you've probably came back to the area, is because the people of this area are so good and so trusting. And when they pick an attorney, they want to pick someone who they can trust, someone who has integrity, and of course, someone who has experience. So what have you found over dealing with personal injury, and that's something that you've been concentrating on a lot this year?
That's correct, Janine. Personal injury is an area of law that Frank and I both enjoy to practice, because we can help the people out that are truly injured if they're hurt in an accident, whether it be a car accident or a slip and fall injury. Someone needs to be there to help them through the process dealing with insurance companies. And like Frank stated earlier, it's a really personal experience in our office here. Not only are these our clients, but we treat them as our friends, and they are our friends because they're from the local community. And you know, it's important that you have an experienced attorney dealing with the insurance companies and trying to help you not only on a professional level, but on that personal level as well.
If someone's dealing with a Social Security issue, they can call you, and that's something you have experience with.
Absolutely. Frank has been known for dealing with Social Security cases throughout his career, and I specifically took part at the Penn State Disability Law Clinic in law school. That gave me some experience before I was a licensed attorney dealing with disability cases, and I've been doing many of them over the last 2 years, many of which have been successful. We like to take those cases because, again, we could help people who are truly in need. They're injured and they can't get back to work. And we're there to basically walk them through the steps, right from the initial application with the Social Security Administration, through the hearing with the administrative law judge, and if need be, we will take them to federal court if we feel that there is a good case there.
Okay. Divorce, something that's very difficult for some people to handle. Children are involved. It can be an emotional ride.
That's right. I've been handling divorce and family matters for the last 2 years, and it is a difficult thing for people to go through, being that if there's children involved, you know, that could be very, very devastating to a child having to go forward and deal with their parents separating. It's important you get someone who will be able to handle the personal side of that as well as the legal side. And even if there aren't children involved, there's a lot of emotion that goes into that, and you need to have someone who is experienced in handling not only the easy issues but the complex issues involved in a divorce as well, which would include dividing up pension plans, dividing up safe deposit boxes, any type of issue that would be involved like that.
And of course, just so we don't assume, the confidentiality here is priority.
Absolutely. There's always a conflict check to make sure that there are no issues with prior clients in any new client that we would take. And also, anything that is told in this office stays in this office. Confidentiality is one of the most important things, and we really value that in our office.
And you are a full-service law firm here. You also deal with criminal law.
That's correct, Jenny. We do some criminal law, unfortunately, in some of the families that we represent. Criminal charges are filed, and sometimes you face those. And being a full-service law firm, we are here and will protect your rights should anything of a criminal nature happen.
All right, well, thank you for having us, and we're here again at the law offices of Skokoski and DeCosmo. You could give them a call for any more information, and stay with us as we go all around the town right here on SSP TV.